So, in this video, I'm going to tell you something about a pyramid scheme. So, what is a pyramid scheme? A pyramid scheme is basically when you get a bunch of people, you get someone on top who pays for all of them, he gets people on the bottom to do his work for them, and those people get people to on the bottom to do the work, etc. It keeps going on. That's basically what pyramid scheme is. And as Google's definition, I have my computer pulled up here to the side. Google's definition of a pyramid scheme is a fraudulent system of making money based on recruiting an ever-increasing number of quote-unquote investors. Or basically, it can be an increasing number of people who work for you. So, back when I was about 17, when I was still new to all of this, I recently met an individual at the place where I was working at Marshall's. Me and that individual talked about business. We had a lot in common. I remember I asked him about business because of the watch he was wearing. We were talking about watches first. And then from watches, the conversation switched on to business. So he gave me like the business card to call him on. So I called him and we started talking. I thought it was a great opportunity, which it was. It was a good learning opportunity. So I called the guy and we talked, and then we start talking back and forth. And after that, he starts getting me to meet him. He he was loaning me books. He was an amazing guy. He's an incredible guy. Like, no harm against him. He's amazing. He was giving me books. He was giving me these books, and like from these books, I would read them and I would learn them, and then we would meet back next week, and I would tell him like what I learned from the book, what I found interesting about from the book, and we always met at a Starbucks. So it was basically like his test and trial area to see whether or not I'm someone who is a good fit. Now I didn't know that at the time, but I thought it was something like to really educate me to be someone who's close to him, to know him. So after going back and forth for like about 3 weeks, he invites me. He says I'm ready and invites me to a meeting about in an area that's far away from my house. So I go to that meeting. It was really late at night. And the meeting was around 10 p.m. No. Yeah, it was about started at 9 p.m. and ended about 11 p.m. So the meeting was hosted by a guy, not my friend. My friend or my mentor at that time was someone who's the mentor of that person. So basically, that guy was there explaining the business module. So the business module is they go on a website or like a business called Amway. I'm not sure if you heard of it, but the business module is that they buy products from Amway and they sell it to customers for more the price. So I'm gonna show you the products right now, and you're gonna see how insanely expensive each product is. So let's look at this. Alright, but like you saw, that's only the supplement part of it. These products are really expensive on Amway. So the idea was to like buy them, sell them. So wait, you might be asking, what does that have to do with the pyramid scheme? Well, hear me out, okay? So what that has to do is that was the cover up of the pyramid scheme. That was supposed to be the quote unquote business module, what you're doing. But to me, it looked like a cover up, because the actual business model went like this. So here, I'll draw them down. So we have the main guy, right? You can barely see him, but you have the main guy. After the main guy, what he does is he brings on people. One, bam, bam, bam. So he tells these people like there is benefit of doing this business model. So these people get paid a benefit to do that business model of selling products. But in turn, these people have to bring more people so they can do that, and that's how they make their money. So those people bring on more people, more kids, more gullible people. So bam, 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 bam. So you see, so far is it's like a step of kind of like mentorship, but like that's what they say. It's a step of you get people to sign up processing. Like the main business is that you get people to sign up. It's really interesting. Like I say that. So those same people will bring on more people. And so the guy that I knew was down here, like he was one of those people. And so he was bringing me on to sign the contract. So the contract that you sign, you have to pay $80. Now their benefits is if you bring on like their business model benefit. If you bring on like 100 people, you get like a first class flight to a five-star hotel to like a place in Miami, and it's like okay, you have to bring on that many people, and so they keep bringing on people and people and people. It's just the same pattern. While this Amway thing acts as a cover up, because I know the guy who was telling me he's been there for years and he's barely sold any products from just how expensive it is to buy them. You can't be profitable. The profit margins are so low. So that's why they rely on this business model. So as you can see, what is this starting to look like? It's starting to look like a pyramid. Bam, bam. Look at this. This is now a pyramid. This pyramid keeps expanding. Now, I'm not sure if I have still the contracts and the papers that I have from the guy, but I will check after this video, and if I do, I'll add them on in the editing. But that's essentially what the business model is. And after I learned that during the interview, because I was looking at the crowd, there's so many people in that crowd. I felt really bad because that business model didn't even come off as legit. It felt more of a scammy business model. It felt like something more of a scam. And even though I was a kid, I didn't even know what a pyramid scheme is. Like, I was still young and new into business, but something in my heart really didn't feel right about this. So after that day, I told the guy, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because this is not a business model that I want to do. And because of that, me and the guy have stopped talking, but he kept doing that business model. And to me, I didn't want to get involved in a pyramid scheme like this, where I just have to bring on more and more people just to make money, rather than selling the product. So that's when I cut my ties, I left, and I never came back. And you should be wary of those pyramid schemes because they do come out a lot. You so before you like someone gives you an idea, you have to like check them. Now the reason I was really invested in the first place because this is a word of mouth. Word of mouth is the best method of marketing. Like nothing beats word of mouth. When you have someone you trust, someone you know, and they tell you like, okay, this is a new business model, this will make millions, you'll trust them because you already know them. And this is what the business model foundation is on. The way that they market it is by word of mouth. Now this pyramid scheme is a really smart scam, I'm not gonna lie. It's really smart. It's a really smart scheme. But it's not like something that's really valuable because the main focus on like marketing is through the word of mouth. That's how they bring on people, and that's how they get people to bring on more people. So it really is a scammy way, and I honestly felt really bad because I really did like the guy, but this is not something that I really wanted to do. Let me see. I don't have, I don't have anything else to say except that. So you can check out other video here where I talk about books and start my challenge for a book a week and vlog it. So that's day one right here. Check it out.